Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Rajasthan, the state that was being lauded for the highest number of vaccinations against COVID-19 in the country, is now among the top 5 states with the largest number of active cases. Rajasthan is currently reporting 10 times the number of daily coronavirus infections since the beginning of this month. The Congress-led government, which earlier observed a weekend curfew, is amid a self-imposed fortnight lockdown till May 3rd. If things don't improve, government officials told The Print that they will announce a complete lockdown in the state.
अभी हमने इसीलिए लिबरल तरीके से कर्फ्यू इम्पोज किया है, जिसमें फैक्ट्री चलेगी, वहाँ के लेबर जाएंगे। हमारे जो कंस्ट्रक्शन का वर्क करने वाले लेबर हैं उनको परमिट किया है। किराने की दुकान, सब्जी की दुकान, दूध की दुकान, मेडिकल की दुकान, इनको अनुमति किया है। बहुत सारी चीज़ें में छूट दी है। हम ये देखेंगे, हर रोज़ मुख्यमंत्री रिव्यू करते हैं अधिकारियों के साथ, 2 घंटे 3 घंटे पूरे स्टेट का जायजा लेते हैं, डायरेक्शन भी जारी करते हैं उनको। तो हम आने वाले 7 दिन में 8 दिन में रिव्यू में ये देखेंगे कि जो बढ़ता हुआ संक्रमण का आंकड़ा है उसमें कुछ कमी आई है या नहीं आई। अगर ये निरंतर बढ़ता रहा, हो सकता है इससे भी सख्त कदम हमको उठाने पड़े तो उठाएंगे।
जो एक लॉकडाउन भी हो सकता है।
The health minister also highlighted the shortage of oxygen supply and key drugs, with more patients opting for hospitalization amid the second wave. Hospitals are overflowing with patients as the key government COVID facility in the state bears the burden.
At this point, we are coming to you from the Rajasthan University of Health Sciences. RUHS is among the biggest COVID hospitals here in the state of Rajasthan. While it is located in Jaipur, there are several cases that are referred from across the state to this particular hospital, which is among the largest to cater to coronavirus patients. While initially the patient load was not so much, but several doctors that we spoke to told us that they've been admitting at least 250 patients on a daily basis. So much so that the COVID ward has actually run out of space. Even the oxygen cylinders that they have, are not too many that are actually left at this particular point. To give you a perspective of how grave the situation is, my camera person will pan across and show you that the patients are now being made to shift to corridors. We are actually stationed on the 9th floor of the hospitals. There are 10 floors in all over here. And if you will see, most of these floors, except especially that from the 5th to the 9th floor, now has beds stationed in the corridors, where you can see several patients are being treated for COVID. There are nurses taking the rounds, doctors who are coming for regular checkups. Clearly that shows that the number of patients who are coming in are much more now, that they've had to resort to this. We will be speaking to Dr. Ajit Singh, who is among the key doctors on duty here for coronavirus, to understand what all other preparations they've made to meet this kind of demand. Dr. Shekhawat, if you could tell us what are the key challenges that you're facing during the second wave in the hospital as opposed to the first wave, which is the most common prevalent age group that is coming to you, and also how do you plan to deal with the shortage of hospital beds that might be prevalent soon?
Definitely with the second waves and the change of mutant virus or the mutation of the COVID viruses, we are finding number of severe pneumonia cases in our emergency departments. Right now we are getting moderate to severe bilateral pneumonia cases with oxygen dependency and the severe respiratory stage in the emergency department. And in this wave, the requirement of the oxygen of each and every patient increasing so high that pressure on the oxygen supply definitely goes high side. So first challenge is the severity of the pneumonia. Second challenge is in this wave there are 2 new age groups that is affected in this by this virus. That is the children and the age group of the young generation around 30 years, 40 years, 50 years with without any comorbid conditions, such populations are also coming to the emergency departments with bilateral and moderate to severe pneumonia cases.
Right now with me is a resident of Lucknow who says that he could not avail a single facility in Uttar Pradesh. 4 of people in his known circle had tested positive for coronavirus. So we're going to try and speak to him as to what exactly brought him to Jaipur. आपको वहाँ पे कोई भी सुविधा नहीं मिल रही थी, तो आपके जो नोन में है वो कह रहे हैं 4 लोग थे जिनको कोरोना हो गया और आपको यहाँ लाना पड़ा।
6 साल की बिटिया थी, 14 साल का बालक था और हस्बैंड वाइफ कोरोना पॉजिटिव पाए गए। उत्तर प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट में प्रशासन इतना मतलब बदतर हो चुका है, और मंत्री जो वहाँ के जय प्रताप सिंह हैं उनको रेशन मंत्रालय दे दिया जाना चाहिए, उनको मंत्री बनाना ही नहीं चाहिए। उनसे ऑलरेडी मैंने 3 दिन तक मैंने लगातार संपर्क किया, जिसका मेरे पास कॉल डिटेल भी है, उस स्क्रीन मैंने मैसेज जो कर रखा है। मैंने गवर्नर के यहाँ मैसेज कराया, OSD साहब से, उनके यहाँ, और मैंने कई अधिकारियों से संपर्क करने की कोशिश किया, परंतु उत्तर प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट सिंपल आज ले जाता है, तुरंत बता देता हाँ कोरोना हो चुका है, लेकिन जानबूझ करके वो लोग गाइड उसमें वेबसाइट में चढ़ाते। क्यों? यदि चढ़ाएंगे तो उनको फैसिलिटी देनी पड़ेगी। अब इतना लाचार है कि लखनऊ आसियाना जैसे शहर के लोग लखनऊ से छोड़ करके अब बताइए राजस्थान में आकर के दवा कराने पर मजबूर।
कितना टाइम लगा? आप कहाँ से कहाँ गए, फिर आपको यहाँ आने में कितना टाइम लगा?
अब आप में मानिए कि 5 दिन तो व्यक्ति घर पे ही था, और जब हालत अत्यधिक खराब होने लगा, जब कहीं सिलेंडर की भी व्यवस्था नहीं हो पाई, कुछ भी नहीं हो सका उत्तर प्रदेश में, फिर वहाँ से हम मथुरा लेकर गए। मथुरा एक प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में किए, प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल से फिर वहाँ अधिक चार्ज लेने लगा, फिर वहाँ से हमने राजस्थान में संपर्क करके फिर यहाँ मैंने किया। हम तो कहते हैं उत्तर प्रदेश गवर्नमेंट को राजस्थान से सीख लेना चाहिए। 1200 बेड का ये है, यहाँ 1600 1800 लोग रुके हुए हैं, और अच्छे मैं गरीब को भी देखा हूँ, ऐसा नहीं कोई अमीर व्यक्ति है।
Besides patients coming from neighboring states, Rajasthan government claims that several Kumbh Mela returnees also have contributed to the spike in COVID figures, especially in the rural areas. The state's IT department is also in the process of tracking people who went to the Kumbh Mela through their mobile locations, the health minister earlier told the Print. Several station masters and bus contractors have also been asked to provide details of travel history to the state government.
We're now in the walled city area of Jaipur to interact with a couple of local residents here who have just returned from the Kumbh to understand if the state government here is ensuring whether they're being mandatorily quarantined as per their claims. आप लोग कुंभ से हाल ही में वापस आए, कब गए थे और कब वापस आए? कितने लोग गए थे परिवार में?
हम लोग 4 लोग गए थे। मैं गया था, मेरी मिसेज गई थी, हमारे साथ एक महाराष्ट्री गए थे, ड्राइवर गया था। हम लोग यहाँ से 10 को निकले थे और वहाँ पे 11 को सुबह पहुँचे थे। बीच में हमारा बैरो वहाँ पे दिल्ली रोड से आगे हमारा टेस्ट हुआ था
कि
टेम्परेचर हुआ था, और उन्होंने फिर हमारे को भेज दिया था। हम वहाँ गए, वहाँ जाके हमने खूब आनंद से स्नान किए, वहाँ प्रसाद पाया। दिन भर हम खूब घूमे हैं। दूसरे रोज हम लोग शाही स्नान के लिए वहाँ पे गए हैं, हर की पेड़ी, और उसमें कम से कम और भी नहीं तो मैं कहता हूँ 10 लाख आदमी था, और खूब मेले के साथ फूलों की बरछाव, ये हेलीकॉप्टर से हम लोग खूब आनंद से वहाँ नहा के आए हैं।
As opposed to the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, Rajasthan at this point has already crossed its peak, whether it's in the daily number of admissions in hospitals, in central hospitals, COVID-dedicated hospitals like RUHS, which we visited earlier today, or the one right behind me, SMS Hospitals, which is again among the largest hospitals in the state, has now also been allocated a COVID ward. Even the number of deaths, if we compare to the last peak in November 2020 in the state, were not more than about 25 or so. However, only a day ago, the state recorded 53 new deaths. So the numbers, the staggering figures clearly have a story to tell. The health minister earlier told us that challenges like the supply of oxygen, even shortage of vaccine now, where the stock will be over in another 4 days, and other key drugs such as remdesivir continue to be key challenges. In all of this, we will keep bringing you more such ground reports from the state, so stay tuned to the Print for that. With camera person Rohit Jain Paras, this is Anisha Bedi reporting from Rajasthan for the Print.